thanks so much for tuning in. My name is Jenny J, and we're gonna fire up your core in this 30-minute yoga series. I'm Jenny J. I am here with Phoebe, who is in studio, and we also have Camila, who's tuning in from Zoom. We're gonna be doing a lot of core strengthening exercises, so make sure to take your own pace at home. We have blocks and we have mats here, so make sure to grab your equipment, and as always, take as many breaks as you need. We will be providing options throughout the class. So let's go ahead and get started in a child's pose. We're gonna bring those knees nice and wide, big toes touch. Extend those hands forward and place your forehead on the mat. Feel free to close those eyes and settle in. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more time, nice big inhale. And exhale. Continue back to your normal breath. And feel free to set an intention for your class today. Maybe it's a word or a phrase. Maybe you just want to focus on your breath and stay present. Whatever you would like, feel free to set that intention now. When you're ready, we'll press up into an all-fours position. So bring yourself up so that your shoulders stack right on top of those wrists. Hips are right on top of those knees. And focus on bracing the core. So belly button is towards the spine. From here, we'll do a set of cat and cow. So on your inhale, eyes gaze forward, arch the spine, broaden out the collarbone. And on your exhale, lift the back of the heart up to the sky, chin to chest, pelvis tucks under. Squeeze the belly. Again, inhale, finding your arch, lifting that tailbone up towards the sky. And on your exhale, round the spine, squeeze the lower belly. Keep going at your own breath. Just warming up the spine, warming up the core, getting ready for our yoga practice today. And once you're ready, find a neutral position. From here, we're gonna fire up our core, starting with a bird dog. So reach that right arm towards the front of the mat. You're gonna extend that left leg back behind you. Now I want you to think about really pushing out of your left hand. So we don't want to be collapsing into our left shoulder, but rather lifting up. Energy is reaching through your fingers and your toes. Squeeze the belly. Take a nice big deep breath here. And exhale, reset. Bring it back down towards the floor. Nice job. We'll switch sides. So extend that left arm and then extend the right leg back behind you. You can flex the heel so the toes are pointing down towards the floor. Eyes are looking down as well to lengthen the back of the neck. And take a nice big deep breath. And exhale, let it go, reset. Good. We're gonna start to transition this into a elbow to knee crunch. So let's extend the right arm and left leg. On your inhale, you want to think about lengthening through your fingers and your toes. On your exhale, round the spine as you bring your elbow to your knee and maybe it touches in the center. Good. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, find your crunch. Good. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Let's extend that hand and leg nice and long one more time. And slowly reset it back down towards the floor. Beautiful. Let's do the other side. So inhale the left arm and right leg up. And on your exhale, knee to elbow, find your crunch, round the spine. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Good, extend your hand and leg one more time, and then reset, come back to your all fours position. Beautiful. From here, we're gonna step our feet back into a high plank pose. Now, if you need an option here, you can drop down to those knees. Just make sure that those hips are down. We're firing up that core. Let's stack the shoulders on top of those wrists. Eyes are looking down. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Tuck your pelvis under, squeeze the booty. Your whole body should be working, and we should not be holding our breath. So take a nice big deep breath and exhale, let it go. You're gonna keep your right palm on the floor, open up into a side plank. Now, Phoebe is showing the real side plank. She's so strong. If you need an option here, we can modify by dropping this bottom knee down, extending that left leg nice and long. Open your chest up to the side wall and lift those hips up to get those obliques to engage. Beautiful. Great job, Camila. Let's come back to center. And let's switch sides. Open up to the right side. If you took that option, again, you can place that bottom knee down, and eyes can be looking to the side wall or up to the sky. Whatever you did the last time, let's make sure we stay balanced. Keep those hips up. And when you're ready, come back to your plank and pike those hips up, downward facing dog. Awesome job, ladies. Let's pedal those knees right and left, stretching out the calves, hamstrings, maybe shaking your head yes and no, just getting all of that tension out of your body. And then when you're ready, let's settle into your downward dog, dropping those heels down towards the floor, pressing those fingers and knuckles into the mat to really find a nice good grip. Take a nice big deep breath in through the nose. Audible exhale out through the mouth. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Awesome job. On your next inhale, eyes gaze forward. We're gonna slowly walk our feet towards our wrists and find a ragdoll pose. Let's bend those knees deeply. Drop your head down and feel free to grab your opposite elbows to lengthen the spine. Beautiful job. Now from here, let's slowly bring those hands back down towards the ground. Keep those knees bent as you stack one vertebrae at a time, coming up to a standing pose. Beautiful job. Once you make your way to the top, let's allow those palms to face front. Eyes are looking ahead. From here, we'll take a nice big deep inhale, hands come up. On your exhale, find a baby back bend. Heart lifts up, field goal pose those hands so elbows come nice and wide to open up the chest. From here, inhale, hands rise, come back to standing. And on your exhale, hands come to heart center, fold it all the way down into your forward fold. From here, take a half lift. Hands can come to your shins or your thighs. Your focus is on really broadening your spine here. So think about energy reaching through the crown of your head all the way to your tailbone. From here, plant those hands to the mat, step it back into your high plank pose, and we're gonna move through our first vinyasa of the day. So from here, we're gonna lower down to the bottom of a push-up. It's called a Chaturanga. If you can hold it here, feel free to do so. If you need to drop to those knees, please go ahead. You're gonna inhale to your upward facing dog. So tuck those toes, open up the chest, open up the collarbone. And on your exhale, tuck those toes back under, come into your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's do that again. On your next inhale, eyes gaze forward. You can walk, step, or lightly jump to the front of your mat. On your inhale, find a half lift, lengthen the spine. On your exhale, fold it down, hands come to the floor. On your next inhale, hands rise, come up to standing, nice and tall. On your exhale, come into your baby back bend, open up the chest towards the sky. Inhale, back up, hands rise. And exhale, prayer those hands come all the way down to your forward fold. From here, let's take that half lift yet again. Inhale. And on your exhale, plant those hands, step or lightly jump to your plank, and we'll move through your vinyasa, coming to your chaturanga, lowering down, and then inhale to your upward facing dog. So let's try to lift those thighs off the floor here. And exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's continue generating heat into our body. So on your next inhale, eyes gaze forward, walk, step, or jump to the front of your mat. On your inhale, come into your half lift. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, hands rise. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, hands rise. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump it back, and move through your vinyasa. Inhaling to your upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, right leg lifts up to the sky, three-legged dog. From here, right knee drives in towards your nose, finding a knee tuck. Squeeze the belly. Inhale that right leg nice and long. Exhale, right knee comes to right tricep. Feel those obliques. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to left tricep. Maybe find a connection. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, plant the foot in between your hands. Come up to a warrior one. So you're gonna drive your back heel down. You're gonna angle your toes out to a 45 degrees. And then notice if your hips are starting to open up, make sure to square them off to the front of the mat. If you need to separate your railroad tracks, pretend your feet are on two different railroad tracks, so finding a wider base of support can help you in this pose. Now, once you're ready, let's settle into our warrior one. So lift those hands nice and high. Eyes are gazing forward. Soften the shoulders away from your ears. From here, you're gonna clasp those hands behind your back. You're gonna inhale, pull those hands towards the floor as you open up the chest. And then on your exhale, come into a humble warrior. So the right shoulder comes on the inside of the right knee. Drop that head down and feel free to bring those hands above the crown of the head so you'll feel a nice shoulder stretch. Good. From here, slowly bring those hands back to the tailbone. Inhale back to your warrior one. Find your balance. And then exhale, plant those hands down. Step the right foot back and move through your vinyasa. Now, these vinyasas are completely optional. If you just want to go straight to your downward facing dog, you're more than welcome to. Inhale the left leg nice and high, three-legged dog. Let's drive that left knee into the nose. Find a knee tuck here. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right tricep. And one more time, three-legged dog, inhale. And exhale, plant the foot in between your hands, drop the back heel down, and lift up to your warrior one. So same exact idea. If you need a wider base of support, feel free to step that back foot out to the edge of your mat, square those hips up, lift those hands nice and high. Make sure that you're bending into that front leg. Beautiful. From here, we're gonna clasp those hands behind our tailbone, pull those hands back to open up the chest, and on your exhale, dive it down into your humble warrior. Left shoulder on the inside of your left knee. Feel free to drop that head down. Beautiful job. Let's bring those hands back to the tailbone. Inhale back up to your warrior one. Exhale, plant those hands down towards the ground, step the foot back, and move through your vinyasa, or go straight to your downward facing dog. Awesome job.
Let's do that one more time, a little bit more swiftly here. So on your inhale, right leg rises. On your exhale, knee to chest. Good. Inhale. Exhale, knee to right tricep. Inhale. Exhale, knee to left tricep. Inhale. Exhale, plant the foot down. Let's come on up to your warrior one. Nice big inhale. On your exhale, bring the hands back behind you. Inhale. And then exhale, come down to your humble warrior. Beautiful job. Use this moment to recover. Slowly bring those hands back to the tailbone. Release. Inhale those hands back up to your warrior one. And on your exhale, let's plant the hands down, step it back, and move through your vinyasa. Inhaling to your upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice big deep breath in through the nose. Audible exhale out through the mouth. One more time, inhale. Open mouth, let it go. Beautiful. Let's drop down to a child's pose real quick. Give our body a small little break here. Just settle in. We generated a lot of heat in our body, and hopefully our core is feeling active, engaged. So from here, we're going to test our core, our balance with a few standing poses. So when you're ready, let's come on up to your downward facing dog. Pike those hips up. Slowly walk your feet towards your wrists. And one vertebrae at a time, slowly come to your standing pose. Beautiful. All right, from here, we're gonna take a small little balance challenge. How are we doing, ladies? We feel good? Awesome. So from here, we're gonna plant our left foot down in the center of our mat. We're gonna bring those palms to face forward as we drive the right knee up to hip height. Now, we're just gonna balance here. If you have trouble with your balance, you can also put your toe down. It takes a lot of balance and core strength to be able to stay on one leg, and it's also very helpful to maybe look at one spot on your wall. Beautiful. From here, let's bring those hands to heart center. We're gonna drive that right foot back and come into a warrior three. So the torso shifts forward. You have a soft bend in your standing leg, and energy is reaching through the crown of your head all the way to your heel. Hold it here. And from here, slowly plant the back foot down, come into your high lunge, crescent lunge. Hands rise. Awesome job. Now from here, we're gonna get a nice deep twist in our core. So bring those hands to heart center. You're gonna keep this bend in your front leg. Hinge forward about 45 degrees. Now we're gonna twist our right elbow on the outside of our left thigh. Find a connection, and then use your elbow to press into the thigh to find a deeper twist so that your chest is trying to twist over to the left side wall. This pose is extremely challenging, so try to just stay present, stay in the moment, and know that it's only temporary. You'll get through it. Breathe. Beautiful. From here, let's slowly release that twist. Bring those hands all the way down to the mat, and then let's drop that back knee down, coming into a runner's lunge. Now, if you have really tight hips, we have blocks here. If you don't have blocks at home, feel free to go ahead and grab a pillow, but you can use this to prop yourself up to stay upright. If you have really good hip flexibility and want to go deeper, you can plant one elbow down, two elbows down. Do whatever works for your body today. Beautiful. From here, let's tuck the back toes, lift the knee up, swoop your left foot to come back into your high plank, and let's move through that vinyasa, high to low plank, lowering down, inhaling to your upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Walk those feet towards your hands. Slowly come on up, one vertebrae at a time. All right, we got one more side. How'd we do? Did we do okay, Phoebe? All right, so let's plant the right foot down on the mat. We're gonna drive this left knee up to hip height. Think about squeezing your lower belly, okay? It's doing all the work here. Your hip flexor is activated, it's on, your palms are facing forward, your chest is open and lifted. Awesome. From here, let's bring those hands to heart center. We're gonna drive this left foot back behind us and topple over into your warrior three. Again, soft bend in your standing leg. Eyes are looking down towards the floor, lengthen the back of the neck. Good. From here, slowly bend into that front knee as you bring the back foot down. Come into your high lunge, crescent lunge. You made it. Awesome. Now from here, we're gonna get that deep twist on the other side. So bring those hands back to heart center. You're gonna lean forward about 45 degrees. And then let's twist our left elbow to meet the outside of our right thigh. Use your elbow to drive it in, finding a deeper twist in your thoracic spine. This pose is all about getting comfortable with the discomfort, right? You want to be able to maintain a calm, peaceful mind when all your body wants to do is just get out of it. Stay present, stay in the moment. It's only temporary. Good. Slowly release those hands down to the inside of your foot. Drop the back knee down and come into your runner's lunge. Woo, this should feel really good. Again, if you needed to take that block to lift yourself up, you are more than welcome to. Those were the hardest poses in your practice today. We're gonna start to cool it down, so hopefully you're excited about that. Good. From here, let's lift our back knee up. We're gonna bring our right foot and swoop it back into our high plank. And let's move through a vinyasa. High to low plank. Inhale to your upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Let's lower down to our knees and then onto our seat. Really great work. We're gonna come into a boat pose and then finally make our way to our back and end off with a few beautiful stretches on the floor. So for our boat pose, couple of options here. You can plant your feet down on the floor. You can lift using the backs of the knees to lift your shins to tabletop position. Now you can hold this pose. Let's glue our ankles and our knees together. If you'd like another challenge here, you can lift those hands and let them hover. Now you want to make sure that you're not rounding the spine here, so really open up the chest. And if you are a more advanced yogi and want to extend those legs, you can also do that as well. Woo! We got Phoebe doing it. Let's hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Let's drop those heels down towards the ground. And then let's slowly make our way to our back. Palms are facing up. Let's curve the spine, rounding one vertebrae at a time, all the way down to the ground. Awesome job. Let's hug both knees in to the chest. Give it a nice tight squeeze. From here, let's hold the right knee in. Extend the left leg nice and long on the floor. Find that really beautiful stretch in your hip flexor. From here, you're gonna cross your right knee over to the left side as you gaze to the right. Palm can be facing up, finding that nice twist in your low back. just enjoy this moment. You can close your eyes and settle in. Good. Slowly make your way back up to center, and let's switch sides. You're going to hug your left knee into the chest. Extend the right leg nice and long. From here, you're going to cross that knee over to the right as you gaze to the left. Beautiful. Let's bring ourselves back to center. Hug the knees into the chest. We'll open up to a happy baby, so bring those knees nice and wide. Grab for the insides of the soles of the feet. Stamp those feet towards the sky as you pull the sacrum, the tailbone down towards the floor. You can find stillness here, or if it feels good, you can sway side to side. Do what works for your body. Awesome job. Let's bring those knees back into our chest. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze. And then from here, grab the backs of the thighs. Let's rock and roll the full length of your spine about 3 to 4 times until you make your way to a seated position. Awesome job. All right, let's crisscross those legs, close those eyes. Palms are facing down or up on the knees. And let's sit up nice and tall, right? Because we have a nice strong core now, it's helping us to stand up a little bit taller. Open up the chest, pull those shoulders back and down. Take a nice big deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. One more time, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Bring those hands to heart center. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you so much for joining us today. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Jenny J. We have Phoebe here, Camila on Zoom. We hope you enjoyed today's class. Hope to see you on the next one. Have an amazing rest of your day.